So if you're finding drawing this top part here quite difficult to transfer from here onto here, I've added this extra video to show you how I do this. So I've already put in a couple of lines and I've simply just transferred these endpoints onto here. So I've gone one up and said there's a line here. So I've gone one in, drawn a line. Two more, draw another line. Half in, draw another line. And then 1.5 away from the other edge, draw another line. So I've got the beginnings of these lines here. Next I'm going to go to this top one and I'm going to say, look, this goes in 3 and then goes down half a line. So I want to run parallel with this line, so I'm going to go 3 in. Again, I shouldn't be doing that scratchy line. And then I'm going to come half in. And then how much further does it go? Well, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it stops. That's where it starts to curve. So I'm going to do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put a little dot, and then I'm going to put my nice confident light line in and join that up. The next two lines underneath, they go all the way to the end and hit the curve, but I haven't drawn the curve, so I can't draw those yet. And this bottom line will stop at the same point as this top one here, which is 2 away from the end. So I can quite easily go 2 away from the end, and then I can sketch this one here in. With that done, it's now time for the tricky part, which is drawing this semicircle here. Now, I know where the center point is because I drew it on the square paper. It's halfway down, well, it's slightly more than halfway down. It's half a square more. So it's 2.5 squares up from the bottom, and it's 2 squares in. So 2 squares in, and then 2.5 up. So 1, 2.5. Remembering when I'm saying up, I'm talking about up on here. This line here is effectively this line here, because I'm ignoring these lines at the moment because I'm working on the top surface, so I'm only focusing on the lines that go this way and this way. Knowing where that point there is, I know that this circle is going to go through this point and this point, so I just need to know where it's going to go here. Now it's 1.5 squares, 1.5 squares, the same as it was on here, 1.5 squares. So I know it's half a square in from the end, so I know it's here. That's just a coincidence that that's lined up with the line going up. Ignore that. I'm working this way back towards the center. I'm just putting in the radius from here to here. With that in, I now need to go ahead and I need to put my curve in. So I know that there would be normally a box around this, and I like to sketch the box in. It helps when you're drawing these circles. And sometimes I'll go ahead and say it's sometimes better to draw the whole circle, so you might even want to go 1.5 up this way and complete the whole box, so we can, oh sorry, there we go, it's me not ignoring the lines that go straight up. So I've got the whole box with the center point, and I know that this is the tight angle, so this is the egg shape. And then this curve here down this line, curve and up this one. So this is a long curve and round. This is a long curve and round. Now I don't actually need these lines, but drawing the whole ellipse or whole isometric circle gives me an idea of whether I've drawn it well. And it will either look right or it won't. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pencil that in just a little bit darker, the bit that I want to keep. And for the first time I'm going to get the eraser and I'm just going to very gently get rid of some of those lines I don't want. Again, the important fact of only drawing lightly. Now they're in, I can carry on my line here all the way to the end, and my halfway through line all the way through to the end. Next up is my screw, which is kind of tricky. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 in and 2 up. So 2 up is along this line and 4 in, 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and I drew that inside this square, so I'm going to go ever so slightly inside this square. And my points are here, here, here and here, where these lines cross, And I'm going to sketch in the same thing now. It might be a good idea when we're working with a very small circle like this to keep your pencil nice and sharp. And there's my circle on the top, or my ellipse I should say. Now if you get quite good at drawing these ellipses, you might find that you can freehand them and you don't need to do all the box around the outside. So there's all of that information from that top section. Next I've just got this small curve to put in, and again this is 2.5 in, so I go 2.5 to here, 2.5 to here, and then I want to find the middle point, which is just here, and I want to go in half. So I know that my curve goes through here, and through here. Again, 2.5, 2.5, halfway, halfway. Again, I'm not using that confident line. Should be putting in straight confident lines at this point. Can bring this one down the side, this one down the side, and that's good. Okay, have a go at getting to this point here. Pause the video and take as long as you need, and I'll see you in the next video, and I hope this helped.